Hi guys, welcome back to another reaction video and thoughts here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 12 of this second season of Fumetsu no Anatae to Your Eternity. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me, and feel free to follow me in this amazing second season. In the previous episode, we saw that Bon and Fushi are not getting along so well with each other because Bon forced him to sacrifice other three men's lives because of his sake, and he doesn't agree with that. So let's see what's going to happen today. Are you ready to join me with this? Check it out. Okay, so this is the princess. In fact, we can't see her face. And he liked her. Yeah, that's how it should be. I think she likes him too. Just once, it's enough. Alme. Because they are not so interesting as him. Huh? That's her. Maybe if she knows that he is there too. Yeah, she's not thinking about that. She knows him very well, yeah. Friend. Why? I think she will regret this decision, so she will go back to her steps. Yeah, in fact, it was almost the same. Gu. Rin, but even Gu. And in the meantime, he has the control of that place. I mean, he can sense it. Okay. And he's gaining the trust of other people, so then he can extend his sense. Yeah, it's going to be okay. No, it's not only that. Because by rebuilding it, he can control, he can sense the walls and what's happening around it, so it's okay. Yeah. Hmm. Exactly. Mm, I agree with him. let's try. The more we are, the better it is. He doesn't want to be ordered. See? Because he really cares about Echo. Because Echo is not doing what they are doing to him. I mean, it's a more natural relationship than all the others. Oh, oh. I think he broke. Yes, he broke his arm. He is fighting because he likes one of those girls. I mean, he wants to impress her. No, in fact, his arm is broken or dislocated. He can still sense something negative, not something good. Every time these black spots are appearing, it means that something is wrong. And then when the pinkish or peach color thing is appearing, it means it's something good. Oh, but you're talking to a wolf. That's one of the other three men, right? Oh, okay, I didn't realize that that was him. Appearance, Fushi. It's called appearance. Ah, why? Oh my. But this is like a torture. I mean, maybe his body was weak. Once a week. Mamma mia, this is disgusting. Bread. Why they are asking him not to do the same? He had to learn only about the Church of Bennett. Unbelievable. See, it's like a cult. From that, the book. Uh, Whoa, that's too much. If you let him become one. Okay. I mean, this was something good about if you think about it. She was punished. I think she was punished. Oh! Uh, yeah. No, it's just because by being different, they thought something like that. And that's why when the knockers attacked, I mean, when the Bond arrived and asked him this, to him it was like a miracle. That's the same person that was fighting against him. Of course. Now, of course. Uh, it means let me decide what to do. The same thing that all the previous dead people did on with Fushi, they decided. That's better. I mean, I understand that Fushi wants to protect all these people because of their background story, but he has to give them the chance to choose what to do. Wow! So he rebuilt the entire city. He's not a wizard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's time to reveal your face, Alma. Oh no. Ah, because he's rebuilding. But maybe it's better to do it in the morning. You will discover it later why. What the F? But we can't ask some people to help him. It's a hard thing to do. Mm-hmm. Here we go. He built it already. 12 minutes to rebuild it? Wow, that was super fast. He's a grown up. In fact, 233 years older. Otherwise, he doesn't have energy. Ah, no, he's not eating. I thought that Fushi was eating a little bit. But I think that he will make it because of the princess is going to change her mind. He could taste bread. So maybe he is royal too. Eh, maybe he is royal too. Okay. The princess, Almen. And maybe one day it's happening. Mm, yeah. I mean, he knows her very well. He was friend zoned, but at the end of the day, he will not be. Again. Oh, in 12 minutes, he can rebuild the house. Wow, Fushi. I mean, destroy and rebuild, destroy and rebuild. Well, he could do the same thing as much as the creator is doing when he is appearing and disappearing. Wait, I'm thinking about one thing now that I said that there's a thing. The princess is going. Ah, she's going to accept. Okay. I think she's going to lose. Oh, come on, reveal your face. Let's see who's going to win now first. So she can reveal her face, maybe. Because if she's not trusting others, she's not revealing her face. Let's see. They are helping him, see? I think it's better like this, otherwise he can't make it in time. Ah, okay. So he could gain the trust of the princess. Yeah, come on, okay. So give me your time to build it. Wow! Hey, yeah, she's beautiful. Mm, but don't say that. Ah, okay, that's why he can't become the king. Okay, I see. He loves her in a different way. I mean, he loves her, but not in the way as if you're a lover. Okay, guys, this was a quiet episode, let's say, because there were so many things to be explained. First of all, even this relationship between Messar and Alme, that is the princess. And now we understand that they are siblings, but she doesn't know about that. And at the same time, he has always wanted to gain her trust because he definitely wants to protect her, even if the princess, by not knowing this, she is reluctant because she believes that what he really wants is just the throne and becoming a king without her being involved in this. At the end of the day, we understand that Messer is a quite a sensitive character. Yes, I noticed that throughout this second season that Fushi can sense negativity or anyway positive feelings in a certain way. That means when there are these black spots appearing in his vision of the things, it means that he can sense negativity or something that it's still unsolved, something that is traumatizing some characters, something that it's not good still. And when the characters are releasing these bubbles that are pinkish or whatever, he can sense some positive feelings like affection, dedication, loyalty, and whatever. And even love, of course. But in this case, we could see these at the end of Messer's dialogue with the Fushi, when the Fushi is asking him, "Don't you love the princess?" And he's saying, "Give me a break." That means, come on, don't say something like this. But then he's releasing these bubbles from Fushi's visions, from Fushi's point of view, and he's understanding that there's affection, there is love, but it's a different kind of love because he can't become the king, first of all, and he can't protect the princess as much as he wants because of the fact that they are siblings and he can't love her, but he can love her from a distance. The most important thing for Messer was to gain her trust somehow, and who knows, maybe she lost on purpose to see what kind of a trust he wanted to gain from her. But I really liked that it happened in an instance, the fact that Alma's face was visible to everyone. Because Messer reached her and he was blowing this veil out so we could see her face. She's really beautiful, and we understand that since the beginning they could have created a great relationship since they were kids and they were spending a time together, and the princess didn't want to play with others rather than Messer, so she also felt something for him, but she also knew that maybe this would have been impossible. I mean, to create something more important as a relationship with him was quite impossible, also because of how Messer was perceived by the rest of the kingdom. So it was not possible for him to become a king, and we already know that. But we needed another piece of puzzle to understand Messer's character by knowing that the reason why he can't become a king, it's not because he can't be loved by the princess, or it's not because he's not declaring his love to her because he's stubborn, but because they are siblings. So I don't know if in Fushi's world they can do something like this. I mean, in the previous centuries, in our real world, it was happening, the fact that they could marry even if they were cousins, if they were nephews and nieces. I mean, there was this incest thing that was possible. So I don't know if hearing this story they will show you that it's possible. If we follow the centuries, it might be possible, but let's see what's going to happen. Anyway, we also get in touch with Hairo's character because we finally understand what happened to his life and why he thinks that he's not strong at all, but it's just a sort of appearance, because everything is based on his will to become strong, that it's not related to reality, because every time he was forced not to be strong, every time he had to follow the Church of Bennet and their orders, so he was confined in that room. He could go out just once a week. He couldn't eat because they were pulling out all his teeth. That's something disgusting. By thinking that this Hairo was a demon and had to be confined instead of being released, because maybe he had this intention, even when Hairo is saying, I want to become a swordman, the Church of Bennet thought, oh no, we have to stop this, because if Tassette is going to listen to him, he is going to become a swordman, and it's like a demon releasing his cage. Look, that's how church is. I mean, no matter the churches we are talking about, if they think something, they are forcing you to believe that something is real. And in fact, I feel so sorry for Hairo, because he was punished, even if there was not a mean to do something like this. I mean, he was just sacrificing his existence because of other people's beliefs, and that was simply disgusting. I couldn't stand the moment in which you can see that they give him fake teeth, because his only desire was to explore something that he couldn't understand. That means eating bread instead of the usual soup. And Tassette was a rebellious sister of this church, because she could understand the pain that Hairo was feeling, also because she noticed that he wanted to do something that all the other kids were doing, and he was not meant to be condemned because of that. So I really appreciated that Tassette told him that one day he would have become a swordman by giving him even this hope that was the only thing that he could grab at that moment. I really appreciated even the fact that even Bon was asking him for help. So by doing this, he gave him a certainty that that dream that he had might have become true. So I understand the frustration that he's having even now when Fushi is saying, I'm going to protect you all. Because he wants, Hairo wants to be the protagonist for a second, wants to make his dream come true, and even if he knows that he's not strong enough to protect others maybe from the knockers, he wants to try, because that's how he struggled throughout all his life to reach this moment, and that's why he accepted even Bon's request. So even in this story, as much as in many others, okay, let's call it like this, especially in Shingeki no Kyojin, but even in this story, you understand that we needed to get in touch with the perspective of each character to know why they accepted Bon's request. We understand the Messar's will, we understand Hairo's will, we understood even the previous character in the previous episode, that the third man who was explaining Fushi the reason why he joined Bon and him. So Fushi is thinking about it. Fushi is understanding, and in fact, immediately after he's saying, I'm counting on you, you can go and do your things. And he could see even Hairo's reaction when he understood that Fushi let him go by doing what he really wanted to do, because it's always a matter of choice. Now more than ever, he is understanding, even thanks to the background story of Otonari and her friends, then Fushi has to let people choose what to do, because even preventing them from dying because of his decision, it's a sort of order, it's a sort of control. And we know from previous episodes that Fushi doesn't like to be controlled, or he doesn't like to control others. others, but indirectly speaking, by saying, no, I'm going to protect you, you do this and you do that, you are controlling others. So that's why Fushi needs to understand that everyone is free and they have to choose their own path by themselves. Sorry if you hear some noise in the background, is because my neighbor is using a chainsaw right now. So this is not Chainsaw Man, but anyway. At this point, guys, while he was repairing all these houses, I noticed that Fushi could immerse himself into the house itself. And as much as I was telling you during the reaction, this reminds me the moments in which even the creator is appearing and disappearing when he's meeting Fushi and he's talking to him. What I was trying to say to you during the reaction, but I couldn't because otherwise I can't focus, so every time I have to skip it until we reach the commentary part, is that when the creator is appearing and disappearing, he is appearing and disappearing from nature, from the earth itself, from the world itself. So if Fushi belongs to these houses that he could build, and if he's creating this bond to all of the things that he's creating by belonging and not by controlling it, even the creator is belonging to the planet, because when he is appearing and disappearing, he is making us understand that he's appearing and disappearing. But when we saw now Fushi doing the same thing, it makes you understand that actually the creator belongs to the planet, or that he is there belonging to the planet without controlling it, or is he controlling the planet at the end of the day and he's telling a lie to Fushi by telling him no, it's not controlling, but it's just belonging to it, and until you don't understand this you are not able to do anything. This is quite interesting. I think that this could be a reason why the creator is appearing and disappearing. Does that mean that he created the world itself? As much as I was telling you in previous episode, what if this planet is the creation, another creation of this creator who created lots of orbs before, and every orb has a different destiny. One it's lasting longer, the other one it's lasting less. I mean, what if we understand that creator created Fushi, but the creator also created the entire planet at this point, and Fushi is just this experiment that it's going through this planet, all around this planet, to make the creator understand what he himself created. I mean, it's an experiment inside an experiment. That could be possible. As soon as I was seeing that thing, I was thinking something like this. What if the creator is just testing Fushi, not just to see if Fushi can resist or how much Fushi can develop his skills, his abilities or whatever, but also to test how much the creator himself created that world building. Because he knows about everything. He knows where the knockers are, he knows when they are appearing, where they are appearing, as if the creator's dominion, let's say, or kingdom, or place that he can control, or not control, sorry, the place that he can sense is the entire world. Yes, so Fushi now is creating a microcosmos, while the creator is having the macrocosmos. Wow. Don't tell me that the creator wants Fushi to become like him. Because do you remember when he was saying, when you will be able to reproduce the ocean, I will let you be free. Because of course the ocean is immense, and if you can reproduce the ocean, it means that you can even reproduce the entire planet. So is the creator creating Fushi to substitute himself? I mean, once the creator's life is gone, Fushi is going to replace him? And that's why he needs Fushi to reach the same knowledge that he has, because there has to be an exchange. So even the creator was an orb too, who learned everything, and now he's just transferring his knowledge to Fushi. Of course, I mean, it has to be like that. And if the creator was a past Fushi, let's say, it means that when he was reproducing this planet as it is, because now the creator belongs, let's say, to the planet itself, as for what they were saying before, the creator took inspiration to reproduce that planet from which planet? Do you understand what I mean? I mean, and now Fushi can reproduce other things because he is taking inspiration of the things that he is touching. What if even the creator of Fushi did the same thing before by being the previous Fushi, who took inspiration from what? From another planet? It could be possible at this point. He could have taken inspiration from another planet. He created another planet, and now he's putting Fushi inside of this planet to create another planet in which Fushi will be the creator of it, because by reproducing the oceans, the lands, and whatever, he is becoming the new creator, let's say, who belongs to the planet itself that he himself built. Oh my, maybe that's why the creator said, I don't have lots of time left. Because once Fushi will learn everything about how to reproduce the planet, he's going to die. There's no need that this creator keeps going on living, but at the same time, if the creator is going to die, and the creator belongs to the planet itself that he built, where Fushi is inside of it, even the planet that we know is going to be gone, is going to die too. I mean, it's going to be erased, and the new planet created by Fushi will stay. That could be interesting, let me tell you. By the way, I like in general this story because not only we have the possibility to get in touch with the different characters, even secondary, thirdly characters, but also the fact that by doing this, we don't focus on Fushi only, but we focus on the people who are helping Fushi to become what Fushi is. That it's really important. Why do I say this? Is because even when we got in touch with the princess, and at the beginning, I mean in the previous episode when we met her the first times behind this long and big veil, I was saying, oh come on, if she doesn't trust Fushi and all the others, let her be, and then she's going to discover that she was wrong. But now we understand that this princess is a little bit shy, she is fragile, and she can't be a queen, because by being a queen, she needs to do the best thing for her population. But to do the best thing for her population, it's not to be convinced that she can save the population. To be the best queen would be to understand the risks and to do something to prevent that her population will die. So in this case, I think that she still has to grow up, and she still has to understand the responsibility that she is having if she is going to become the queen. It's like when Bon was not taking his responsibility by paying attention on the luxury things, materialistic things, and taking care of his family only, without paying attention on the common people. I think the princess is going to do the same right now. She is blind. Yeah, by having this long veil in front of her, I think that's a great symbolism, because it's like as if she is quite blind to see how reality is, because by being stubborn and by not changing her mind, she's going to let her population risk their lives, and this is something that a queen shouldn't do. So I really hope that she's going to trust Messer, and she's going to listen to what Fushi has to tell her, because then she can regret of these. I mean, she can regret the fact that she couldn't listen she couldn't pay attention to on Fushi or on Fushi's words, on Messer's words, and whatever. I like even the fact that we could see that the characters that Bon chose for Fushi were not the characters without something important to tell him. At this point, I agree when Bon introduced these three men to Fushi, because they all had a different life background, story, or whatever, but at the same time, they are letting Fushi understand that what's important is to keep going on living here in the present and do what you really want to do, as much as Pioran was saying, and at the same time to be courageous. Even if you think that you can't beat the knockers, you have to keep going on fighting and to be sure that you are happy to go on living, because in Fushi's existence, there are still lots of questions, lots of things that he has to discover. And if he prefers to die and to reach those dear people he lost, there will not be the chance to disclose these questions. So I think that Fushi has to go on. And I wanted to thank Bon, because if in the previous episodes I was thinking that Bon made the wrong choice, maybe, and only maybe, Bon made the right choice, because these men could inspire Fushi to think things differently. Okay guys, let's see what's going to happen next time with episode 13 of a second season of To Your Eternity, Fumetsu no Anatae. Thank you so much for the support, keep subscribing to the channel and click on the notification bell. See you next time and see you in the next video.